Hello and welcome everybody to the Academy of Animated Arts Community Critique and Chill. I'm Forrest with the other co-host Diana. We are going to give feedback on two different pieces. Both people here. Sarah submitted this piece of Sir Desmodus Rotundus, and then Diana has a still from an animation she's working on. So very excited to go through both of these. So let's start off with Sarah. Sarah, do you have any, are you looking for any feedback in particular, or do you want to talk about the direction you were going in?
So the direction for this was pretty vague. I think last time I was here, I told you all that my friends saw this bat and they're obsessed with bylighting. So that was their challenge for me, was to get that pink, blue, purple on our guy here. And so I was trying to find something, since that's typically seen in like nightclub scenes,
Mm-hmm.
like something like a little bit more mystical. I don't have fantastic references, but like the most common instances I saw were like outside with like a thick night fog
Mm.
kind of vibe to get that tone. So that was where I started.
Cool, cool. Oh, that makes sense. I forgot about that. Now I'm like, yes, these colors
Yeah.
make total sense. Just photos and highlighting.
Uh,
Love it.
were there any, so you don't have any particular images you were working from other than like some of those like videos that we were kind of talking about last
Yeah,
time?
just no like direct references, just kind of vague
Cool.
ideas.
Well, does anyone have any feedback to start with? Things that
Um. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say things that you feel are strong or things you feel like could be worked on and improved.
I
Yeah.
feel I feel like the first thing, the first place that my eyes go to is the background behind him.
On the
It's
left.
so bright,
Yeah.
yeah, and it kind of like my eyes wander around, and I was like, as I was looking at the scene, one of the last things I went to was him. I went from the background behind him to the columns on the right to the specular on his left, yeah, and then to him. So I think that maybe it could be, work on something that makes our eyes go to him first, and then the rest of the scene.
Yeah, I think those my eye gets drawn by those specular highlights on the wall for sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I was gonna say that it also has. I mean, everything has a solid amount of contrast, but I'd say that wall, um, right next to him has the most because it has the purple, and then the pink, and then it has the bright pink as well from the specular. But I do want to say that the materials like around the scene are working very well. Like I like this kind of like almost old castle aesthetic. Yeah, that right there. Um, it feels really nice.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think you have like a really strong silhouette here. Like he's reading in terms of silhouette, but we don't really get to see this part, which I think we want to see more of. I think, yeah, take you want to tone this down and then also find a way to kind of soften this line, which is causing a lot of contrast for me. Maybe just with like glow or bloom or something. But I think adding more fill or just more light on him to kind of pop him out more and make his face read more. This light that's causing this shadow, I think, could also be either more bigger radius and bigger. I think that might be a way of solving both things where you don't have this line cutting through him, plus it could brighten him up a little bit more so you can see. I think ideally it would be cool to get both eyes reading well. So right now one is like super dark.
Yep.
But yeah, I really like how this is looking. This asset is looking, and he looks good too. It's just I think a little bit dark, and can't really your eye doesn't like go straight to them.
The other thing that I just noticed is like a good selling point to kind of show that he has a soul, and I think everyone can kind of guess where I'm going with this is the eye dings. I don't really see them here at all, and it adds a lot of character. I think Mike talks about it a lot in his videos, um, and those are always very helpful. So I'd maybe go check out some of those. Um, but yeah, that's just another thing I noticed.
Yeah, I will be very honest. That's why this is first was I have zero idea how to do that in Unreal.
It's Unreal. Idings. I mean, if it's a still, you could always just kind of paint idings on. As far as like just dings.
Mhm.
You can also look into light groups in Unreal. So that's basically light
Okay.
linking in Unreal. So maybe with like the sclera, if that's a separate geo, you can set that to light group 1 and then set another light to light group 1. That's just for giving eye dings.
Oh.
Awesome. Thank you.
And then I would also just highly recommend just kind of jumping back into some reference. When like now that you've kind of gotten this a good bit of the way in, I think this is Euphoria, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's Neon Demon or something else. But I would just pull some reference that can kind of help you like figure out like getting some shaping. Like I think this scene has nice balance because there's the red rim lights are on the right hand side. We have like this kind of neon in the red here as well, and then like a bit of red in this background. But then we also have this blue coming in from here. There are other bits of blue elements, on the wall. There's a lot of art direction in like this shot to like give it cohesion. And so I know with this one we're kind of dealing with like stone walls and things. But
Yeah, what I also kind of jumped into looking at references. And the other thing I kind of noticed is we see a lot, or I saw a lot of like more medium shots instead of like a full body. I don't know if maybe that is something you'll want to look into as well. Consider, but yeah, all these shots have like similar colors, but how do they use it to get the character to read? Like what color are they filling the face with and stuff like that, I think is all good things you can learn from looking at reference. And like, yes, and it'll help you get an idea of what you want this to look like.
yeah, because I mean, definitely like with lighting, it's kind of having these two colors, like having these red and blue kind of competing and whatnot in the image is you're gonna kind of have difficulties balancing and making sure it's not mixing too much, and you're getting like some nice separation. Um, so I would suggest, yeah, exactly what Diana said. So I don't need to repeat it. But I think this is a great start, and I think the next step is just playing around with motivation and using reference to help get you there.
Thank you all.
Of course. Thanks for submitting, and thank you everyone for giving feedback. Next up, we got Diana.
Oh.
So do you want to tell us a little bit about where this project is and what sort of feedback you're looking for, what you're struggling with, or what you're happy with?
I've been working so slowly on this. I've been having it for a long time. But I think I hadn't posted like an update in a while, so I decided to post. This shot I'm like pretty very close to very happy with, I think at this point. I'm liking a lot of things that's going on. I think she reads pretty well and I like how her eyes are looking. But I just wanted to post it for an update plus like in case someone sees anything. I could also post the video
Yeah,
if that'll help, but
I think that'd be
I
great
want-
and fun to see.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, in the second shot, there's still a bunch of things I'm working on, but I think it'll be good to get
Cool.
people's eyes on it. But yeah, I'm excited I'm gonna try to finish it pretty soon. I'm excited to try to finish it. That's right.
Yeah, no, it's definitely as I've started to like transition into working, definitely been kind of a struggle to find a balance between personal projects and work, and then also you know getting away
Life.
from a computer and
Yeah.
doing life stuff.
You can get away from the computer?
I try.
I've
Just
been
got.
doing it.
Go ahead,
Oh yeah.
Diana. Sorry.
No, I think I've been taking a lot of time away from computer,
Yeah.
which is good, but I feel like I don't have things that I'm getting done. It's like a, constant battle. Yeah, I posted the video.
Excellent. Just downloaded it.
I wish it had audio, but it doesn't.
That's totally fine. Yeah,
Uh,
I went on a vacation for 3 weeks and just got back yesterday.
Oh,
So it's the
nice.
first time I'm turning my computer back on, and
Nice.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
I'll start work back up tomorrow, which I'm excited about.
So you were actually off work for 3 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Yeah, it was nice, and it timed up. Like our company had like 2 days off for the 4th of July, and we also had Juneteenth off. So like I just took my time off during those 3 weeks. So it was not as much PTO as it originally looks like.
That's good.
Yeah, it worked out. Alrighty, here we go. I'm excited.
So,
I love when he gets squished. Yeah, you feel bad for his eyeball.
yeah,
And those
pinch.
hands look like they're the hot dog hands from
They totally
Everything
do.
Everywhere.
Yep.
All right. Does anyone have any feedback right off the bat?
I think it
I
looked really good.
Yeah, me too. I don't have a lot of like anything to really change, but I'm really enjoying those curtains. The light, the gradation, that's beautiful, and then the gradation on the table, that's also really nice. That like little blue hint is fantastic. Um, the depth, on that plant, I don't even notice it. Even though it's like the first thing, it's kind of like almost the biggest thing. She is clearly the focus in this video. Um, a lot of things are working in this. I would say you've done a great job so far.
Thank you. I was like, that felt really good to hear. He was like very specific. Thank you. Yeah.
I totally love it.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you guys.
Anybody else?
I don't know. I don't know if you chose that way for some reason. The only thing that I don't know. The only thing that I would nitpick would be maybe tone down the light on the door on this on this shot here. Tone down a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe when she gets up, the light that ends up hitting her, like maybe tone that down a little bit also.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
I have a
But other than
I agree.
that, and that's just like nitpicking.
Yeah. I mean,
Trying to find.
on this shot, when I do the squint test, my eye is drawn like here, just
Yeah.
because of how bright the sweater is. And I think also there might be like like sizable change in the light. So like here, it looks like she's hit with the rim, and then the minute we go here, it's like all of her is being lit from like the neck down by
Yeah.
it. Um, and I think this is this is such a great opportunity to almost have her like turn into like a brighter light or something that she like
Yeah,
as she comes from below, she like
maybe
rises
she,
into it.
yeah, cheated and have her all into light, stepping into the light. That would be cool.
Yeah. And I love that you do like pools of light as she kind of travels through. Like I think that that is great.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah. So the things that I'm working, like one of the things I'm working on is adding a little more warm fill or bounce here.
yeah.
I- She's going into blue because it's like very aggressively blue to me.
Yeah. I would agree that that would be nice. Where does the next pull? The next pull hits kind of right as the door.
Yeah.
So we go from yeah. If you had like a light that maybe cuts somewhere like here, so she's in light spins, and as she turns her head, you know, should we leave the light? And then
Um,
and then it's the pool, this you know like pool of darkness, and then she comes back, you know, as like we see her head again.
mhm,
That might be fun. And
mhm.
then he's on so short. I feel like
Yeah.
we need to give him a little bit more shaping,
Mm,
like a rim possibly or something that like where you're really calling attention to that squish
mhm.
because it just happens so fast.
Yeah.
Um, and so maybe then that means that here maybe it's darker on her, and but then when she slides the door back, she falls into that light
Ah,
or something,
Yeah,
so that
ah,
our eye is
yeah,
drawn here first, and then as he gets squished and she lowers down, she falls into that same light.
mhm.
Just as a thought. Um,
I see what you mean. That makes sense. I can try to give a little bit of that in comp. I don't think I'll change up the like light rig to accommodate that, but
yeah, you do you.
yeah, I will.
Um,
But that's actually a good idea. The other note was that to darken the guy a little bit because he just like pops in and is so much brighter than the door and then pops out so fast. Like the same idea where it's like hard to kind of read him properly, what's going on.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you could darken him, but and then like do something rim or something that helps kind of define the action as it happens. You're either like even more shaping or more like it's I don't know. Yeah, you could like 'cause he does he kind of you have a lot of him in light there. Yeah, yeah, this is such a fun scene. Um, the
yeah,
only other tiny thing for me is just that this is just really black,
Ah, okay.
the stock, and so maybe
Uh-huh.
in this for this shot you could like boost that value because it looks great in the other shot. Um,
Mhm,
it's just here it's reading almost pure black. I can see like a little bit of red in it,
mhm.
and then also this the hair shadow under here is reading pure black to me.
Oh, where? Right at the
Yeah,
top.
this one here.
yeah. It does look a little weird, like almost like there's like a comp mistake or something there, you know.
Mhm.
But I mean, this is looking so good. Like Manuel and Alex said, um,
Yeah, it looks really great.
yeah, you're killing it.
Yeah,
I think the other things are like the that final, you know, 2% or however many percentage points, you know, to just like um, give it that final oomph.
Mhm. Working on it.
Nice. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
sharing, and thank you everybody for giving feedback.
Yeah.
Um, so I think that concludes the recorded portion, and we will move on to just kind of hanging out and chilling. For anyone who's kind of watching this on YouTube afterwards and you want to take part, please feel free to join the Discord community. And we do these just about every other week. We had a little bit of a hiatus since I was on vacation this time, but we've been trying to keep it pretty consistent. So definitely come and hang out. Thank you everybody who joined today and gave feedback and just hung out. And yeah, catch you all in 2 weeks' time.
Thank you.